What's going on, everybody? Today is going to be a short video. We're just going to go over and recap 2022, and it's all thanks to you guys. So we're going to start off this video with a couple of stats. Since January 1st of this year until December 31st, we have gained 747 subs, all thanks to you guys that seem to be enjoying my content. I've had almost 9,000 watch hours, almost 198,000 views, but only 4.2% of my watchers are subscribed. So if you do enjoy my videos, if you find them entertaining, if you find them helpful, if you learn something, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. The main star of the show is my 2014 Mazda 6 GT. And she kind of looks the same way she looked now than she did at the beginning of the year. But we've made a couple of changes. One of the first changes was the installation of the rear diffuser off of AliExpress that came in damaged and that I had to repair and paint. Also on the channel, we did bag IO's Mazda 6 as well. After that, we went to Southern Fresh 9 in Marietta, Georgia, and we hung out with all the Mazda people that came up from Florida. And from Southern Fresh 9, I started the whole Why Modify a Mazda 6 series. And we do have more coming back from those. So if you missed those, they will be coming back soon. For the mini bike side, started on the Doodlebug 30, the DB30, and got that up and running. We did add the addition of the Honda ATC, the 85 Honda ATC 3-wheeler, and we got that up and running, and we all took it to the trails a couple of times. And also, if you remember the tragedy, I hit a tire on the highway, destroyed my front bumper, destroyed my splitter. I fixed the splitter, kind of fixed the bumper, kind of need to replace the bumper, but probably won't. I did revive a couple of my RC cars. I revived the Red Cat Rampage MT, and I also revived my Red Cat Rampage XT. MT is 32cc 2-stroke, and the XT is on 6S LiPo. And probably the biggest thing that I'm proud of with the Mazda is that I've rebuilt my Weds Cranes rat zingers with those beautiful 3-inch baby polished lips. And from the accident of hitting the tire on the highway, it destroyed my underglow, so I did go with the 1UP Lighting Underglow X, and I did an install video on that as well. And also, we did hit 200,000 miles on the Mazda 6 this year. So we had quite a few things that happened with it. You know, she's becoming an old girl, but she's still a spring chicken. In 2023, plans for the 6, I have this Cork Sport exhaust that was extended and modified to fit the facelift cars because the exhaust cutouts on the bumper is a little bit further apart. So I do need to unmodify it and then remodify it to fix the car. So that's probably going to be one of the first things that I work on. And I guess this will count for 2023, but I just finished redoing my trunk setup. It's really like a version 2 1.0. I do have another step I want to do to it, but I did kind of clean up and simplify the trunk a little bit, kind of turned it a little bit more minimalism with my trunk setup, make it a whole lot more simple, make it a little bit more user-friendly on a daily basis. So I did that in this year, but the footage won't be out to 2023. For the mini bikes, for the DB30 and the big block Vox, I do want to paint those, make those look good. So if you like mini bike content, you can look forward to that. We'll be breaking those down, painting them, making them look nice. I haven't decided on colors yet, but the big block Vox is probably going to be white, and the DB30 is probably going to be like a metallic gray, about the same color as my car. So if you like that mini bike content and you want to see them look good, stay tuned for that because it's coming up as soon as it warms up and I can do some painting. As far as the 85 Honda ATC 3-wheeler goes, that's just going to be ridden. I do want to do some front suspension modifications on that to make it a little bit more comfortable. I have a 200S front suspension forks for it, but I do need to source a wheel and a axle nut and the brake drum assembly. So if you have any lines on those, or if you have those parts, leave me a comment. let me get in contact with you because I need to buy those from you. We do have Southern Fresh 10 coming up in March. So be prepared for that content. If you're going to be near or in Marietta, Georgia, hit us up. We can meet up and we can have some fun. Southern Fresh 9 this year was a blast, and we can't wait until Southern Fresh 10 comes about because we're going to have some fun with the boys. And there's a lot of people who have questions about the air ride, the airlift, maintenance, the do's and the don'ts. So I do plan on having like a little series on air ride to kind of put some information out there, put some useful information out so that, you know, if you don't have air ride, you kind of know what to look for. And if you do have air ride, you can kind of make yourself more familiar with how to take care of it yourself. Because if you have it on your car, you need to know some knowledge around it. That way, if some stuff doesn't work, you can kind of troubleshoot it yourself. Because, you know, a shop is not always going to be available or around to help you. So, you know, self-help is some of the best things. And if you have a modified car, it's probably best to kind of know enough to get you where you need to go if you start having a couple of issues. And maybe this year, I can organize the garage a little bit more. We'll see how that works out. I've done a little bit of organization, but as a whole, it needs to go through, needs to get organized. I need to get some projects that are not mine back to its owner so I clear up a little bit of space in here. But, you know, it's not bad, but it could be better. Oh, and I almost forgot. I do plan on installing an iPad dash kit in the Mazda 6 as well. I haven't seen a Mazda 6 with the iPad dash kit, but I will be doing an iPad mini. I have all the stuff to do it. I just need to fit it into my schedule to get it done. But I do want to thank you all for subscribing, liking, commenting, watching, sharing, all that stuff on my channel. I do this all for you all to help because the Mazda 6 community just doesn't have that support like other communities do. We are small, we are niche, and we need the support, especially as these cars are getting older and we have people buying these cars because, you know, they are a little bit cheaper. You know, it's good to have this information. That way, even if you don't do the work, you can make the judgment to say, okay, I can do this, or okay, wait a minute, let me back up. I want to pay somebody to do this. So y'all let me know what content you guys want to see, or if you have any issues and, you know, you want me to talk about it, or whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, if it's not content that y'all want to see, why make it? So, you know, y'all let me know what y'all want to see, what content y'all like, what content y'all don't like. You know, everybody's not going to like everything. It is what it is. But, you know, I do want to make stuff that y'all like, that y'all going to watch, that y'all going to comment on, that y'all going to interact you know, to me with. So I'd like to thank you all again. Thank you for all of 2022, and let's go do it again in 2023. Happy New Year. God bless. Y'all take care. Peace.